Hey there, students. On this drive home, I want to talk about someone rewriting history, and by that, I don't mean necessarily real history. A lot of times I talk about real stuff, but something's really getting at me right now, and that's the new Ninja Turtles movie, alright? Because I grew up in the 80s and watched the show, the cartoon, watched those movies, back, Super Shredder. You think this Shredder is something? It's like, check out that TMNT 2 Super Shredder with Vanilla Ice and all that kind of stuff. Now, that's a Shredder. But what got me was the story of Splinter. And then this goes out to Fod, the Southern Saudi, who told me to just drop this, but I can't, all right? When people are rewriting history, it gets at me. And Master Splinter, depending on whether you were watching the first movie or watching the cartoon, on the cartoon, Master Splinter had once been Hamato Yoshi, who was a ninja master. And then he's living in the sewers, Shredder, who was his arch enemy, all right? So Shredder, Oroku Saki, is his arch enemy, and, they're trying to, kill him or something. So he throws this mutagen into the sewers, and all of a sudden, Hamato Yoshi turns into a rat because he'd been living with the rats, all right? So this explains how Master Splinter had once, been a human and learned karate and how to be a ninja and all that. He already was one. Now, there's another version of the story where, in the movie, where it was, he was a pet rat, all right? So while Hamato Yoshi's doing all of his karate moves, the pet rat's like, karate, yeah. And then so when he gets some mutagen on him, he's like, oh yeah, I can do some karate now, yo. And so that's the thing, all right? So Splinter, whether he was this person or he was this person's pet rat, he had some kind of connection with Hamato Yoshi, a real ninja master. And here is somebody who really was equipped to teach the turtles how to be ninjas. Now, then you fast forward to the movie, to this movie, and while I enjoyed a lot of it, it's just really unsettling that he was just another experimental rat next to these turtles. Like, really? So they're all in the sewers, they get dropped in the sewer by this little kid, April O'Neil, and all of a sudden, like, Splinter, the mutated rat, finds this book, how to do karate, okay? So, and use this book to become a ninja master. Now, the thing is, he finds this book. Last time I checked, rat can't read. I mean, unless that mutagen has some sort of effects I don't know about. It just seems kind of far-fetched that this rat, this mutated lab rat, without anybody to mimic or hadn't been human before, and he's calling these turtles his kids. Like, these kids are the same age as you, all right? And now, while I did ask a certain infamous biology teacher at my school if a rat is smarter than a turtle, and in fact, a rat is smarter than a turtle because a rat's a mammal and a turtle is a reptile. But that's beside the point, okay? I don't care what Jernigan says. I mean, it's just still, they're the same age. And he opens up that book and he's going to teach these turtles karate? Like, seriously, I mean, I just, this is hard to stomach. And then, of course, you also get rid of this long-standing conflict between Splinter and Shredder, which is really at the root of all this, that there is this long-lasting hatred that Shredder has for Master Splinter, which isn't there. And I think by just taking out Splinter's backstory, it really just sets it up to where there's not any kind of emotional plot or anything like that. So when people make movies, they need to pay attention to history. They need to pay attention to what was originally there. And if you're going to revise it to make it better. Don't revise it for some rat to find a book and like, woo, I can do karate now, chop, 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 that sort of thing. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So anyway, I'll get back to talking about real history before long. Just this was getting at me, had to share it. But if you want to hear more, go ahead and subscribe. Check out my website, tomrichey.net, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on Facebook too. Comment, like, dislike, whatever. Hope to hear from you soon. I'll be back. Until the next drive.